Well, there's another product that came out called AdsBuy Pro for $47. I bought both of them. In fact, Chris is like, why'd you buy it for $500? I told you to have it for free. I said, well, if I'm going to recommend it, I might as well, test it. But my clients do. Customer service is another part of what we buy products for, just to see how they treat us and how they process our orders and those type of things. So the first person I ever learned this from was Jeff Elderson at John Reese's Triple Your Profit Seminar. Told me that he had a software program that went out there, crawled the ads, and kept track of it in a database. So you could have a database, an ongoing database of seeing who's advertising what. John Reese told him he's an idiot if he ever sold the software. He said it's way too powerful. So Jeff didn't sell the software. A couple years later, some other guys are. So give credit where credit's due. The guys that keep showing up on the top for multiple keywords and driving them as an affiliate straight to the product site, they're making money, right? If they're not stopping to collect an email along the way, they're making money. Or they're losing a lot of it and they won't be there very long. It's just simple ideas like that. Do I need to dwell on this stuff, or do you want to move on? We'll talk about it then. If they drive to a landing page and they don't collect the email, then they're making money, plain and simple, because they only have one shot to make the sale. So that means the person who's actually got the product is doing a great job at conversion, which also means you should be looking at the landing page of the guy who owns the product and looking at his system for converting people into sales, and use it in your own business, and or decide whether or not you want to actually create a product, the same exact product in the marketplace. Because this guy's got all these pay-per-click people sending him all this traffic. He's doing such a great job at converting and paying people out that his affiliates don't even bother capturing the emails. They drive it straight to the guy's product site. So if I'm selling as an affiliate, that looks like a product I want to sell. If I'm doing my competitive research as to whether or not I want to enter a new market or develop a new product, then I'd look at it as saying, well, what's that guy paying these guys per click or per impression? What's his conversion rates and how he's doing it? And I want to look at it. So I buy the product. I enter a sales funnel. I analyze what's going on and say, okay, I can do that. In fact, I can do it a little bit better. Or maybe I can undercut his price. Maybe that'll get me what I need. Carlos was saying last night, he's got the new traffic tactic system coming out. TrafficTacticVideos.com, I think, is my link. But I've known Carlos for years, and he had said, if you can pay a little bit more, and in pennies is all you need, right, Carlos? You're $5 million a month. He knows what he's talking about. If you can pay just a few pennies more per click, per impression, per lead, whatever it is that the other guy's paying, all the traffic that's going to that other guy, simply they push a button and it comes to you. Incrementally, it's only a penny. Well, how are you going to get there? First thing you want to do is look at his system, make it a little bit better. That's all you have to do. Sit down. I sit down and think. Before I did this presentation this morning, I got 5:30 this morning, because that's when my 7-year-old son usually jumps on my head and says it's time to get up. I haven't used an alarm clock in 3 years. I don't need one. My son wakes me up every morning. So I get up this morning, and I was just sitting in bed thinking. Same thing before I went to bed. All I did was sit there for half an hour and think. I didn't read. I never watched TV. Never. Stuart, you've been a guest in my home. You ever seen me sit down and watch TV? Nope. I don't believe in it. It's a waste of time. Dan Kennedy got me started in direct marketing back in the 80s, I think it was. And in fact, when I saw him at the conference in Cleveland in 2003, I walked up to him, shook his hand, and thanked him for helping me make millions for my family and family friends, my companies. I went out, shook his hand, that's all I wanted. I didn't ask him for anything. I wonder if he remembers, I don't know. Probably not. But I just went up and said, I just wanted to thank you. He's the guy that got me really interested in direct marketing. I started out in chemical engineering. One of the guys, too, whose name I can't remember, said, throw your damn TV out the window. It's the best thing you'll ever do when you want to start a business. That's what he said. And it comes down to, do I want to spend time with my friends, with my family and friends, or do I want to sit in front of a TV? It's an easy choice for me. So if they are advertising and they've sponsored ads on top of the search results, they're making money. Okay, you've got the ads on the right-hand side. You got the ads on the top. If they're advertising here, it could be that the conversion's better, because Google actually will lift you up if you get better conversions. It's not who's paying the most money. It's who they think is doing the best job of adding value for their advertisers. So just because you're top spot, where's Don Crowther? You want to back me up on this, Don? Pay-per-click guy? Correct? Yeah. Doesn't mean they're paying top dollar to be there. It just means they're doing the best job at converting, which is another reason you want to study what it is that they're doing. So it may not be from that particular ad that they're making their money. That's important. You have to understand that. If you can't clearly identify a path to profitability or a revenue source from their ads, you have to look at the bigger picture and find out, are they making it on the back end? Abin told you yesterday, they pay 100% of their affiliate commissions up front because they know they're going to make a lot more money on the back end. Are they selling coaching clubs? Are they selling a $10,000 coaching club? Are they selling a $10,000 big box ticket item? How is it they're making their money? Don't get sucked into believing that just because they're there for 3 months and they're at the top spot, don't think that that widget they're selling on the website is how they're really making their money. There are people that sell leads for a living that can pay 10 cents to $1 all day long to acquire the lead because they turn around and distribute it for $50 to $100 through their network. So, but if that's what they're doing, you can find out. Join their sales funnel and then find out who they're, who's doing their lead close for them. So those are the type of things that you need to look at. Listen to the radio and watch TV. If you're a market being, I watch TV. I just said don't watch TV. If you're a market being advertised, if you hear a market being advertised on the radio, then take notice. I get phone calls from people all the time. I heard something on the radio. Isn't that what you do? I don't even know what I do for a living. So I'm like, oh, it's internet. They think I'm the internet. But I get calls all the time. I also get calls from people who said, yeah, I Googled your name, and I saw this guy's ad, and that guy's ad said, don't buy anything from Jeff Johnson until you read this report. I've had at least 10 or 20 people that aren't even in the internet business contact me about that. I said, actually, it's one of my affiliates, and he's doing a good job. If you see ads like that, folks, what are you going to do? Copy them, right? I see scam reviews, don't get ripped off. I've been ripped off 37 times. Those things have been running for years. How hard is it for you to go take a look at it and say, I can do that. I can do it a little bit better than that. Just try to make it just a little incrementally better, that's all. Pay out a higher affiliate commission than the next guy. That's one trick that we teach, right? Club, pay out a higher affiliate commission. What matters to an affiliate when he's selling a product as an affiliate? Top 2 things, anybody? Come on, it's pretty easy. Money? How much am I getting paid and how am I getting paid? Meaning, do I get paid? How do you eliminate that? Well, you pay 70% if the other guy's paying 50%, and you tell him he's getting paid on ClickBank because ClickBank sends him a check every 2 weeks. You don't have to worry about it. Correct? I'm sorry I'm going so fast. Do I need to slow down? No. Okay. I love this stuff, and I'll be here all weekend, so feel free to catch me in the bar. I'll be thirsty after this. So. Like I said, I had 9 hours before. I get an hour now. So the best part of both is that funding a market awareness campaign for you. What that means is they are funding a marketing awareness campaign for you. The stats are that the people who do research on the internet, 50% or more of them still buy locally, but they still go to the internet to do their research. They hear something on the radio, they see it in the news, they hear it on the TV, they go to the internet to do the research. Your job is to be their stop in between their purchase and help influence the purchase decision. So when somebody's out there selling a GoToMeeting, I've paid them for years. It's a good service, but they used to be a lot more expensive than they are now. Chris Zavadowski just did a webinar, and they used to charge me like $700 a month or a quarter or something, and now you can do it for $99 a month. So I always watch what they do. I'm like, oh, that's where they're spending my money. They're spending it on radio advertisements, all their advertisements, and they'd have landing pages for it so they could tell where it came from. They would just say, hey, here's this great GoToMeeting thing. Go to our page, sign up for the program. Well, they're funding their marketing awareness for you because once they come to the internet, they already heard their favorite radio jockey endorse the product on the air. They then come to the internet to do the research for it. So you don't have to convince them that GoToWebinar or GoToMeeting, whatever it is a good product. They already know. They're already interested. They're searching specifically. It's arguably called a long-tail keyword. We've talked about that for years. When someone is searching for a particular search phrase, iPod means they're just shopping.